Before we go see the leaders of Lethian's crossing, I figure we should probably do a round of the available hovels and houses, because I got a tip that there might be someone we need to see. Someone important. Let's go in here. Welcome to Lethian's crossing, my lord. Thank you. Oh, what kind of place is this? Like a brothel or something? What a pleasure it is to see you in my establishment, Fatebinder. It is always an honor to entertain someone of your standing in Lethian's mistress. If you have need of entertainment or company for a short time, yeah, it sounds like a brothel to me. But that's not for me right now. Or possibly ever. Probably ever. Ooh, hello. Heavy cloth sandals. How's that for you? How's that for you? More recovery. Might be good. We'll keep that around. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna loot everything in your place. And then we head back out. Where's our next building? There is one up here. That's probably our best bet. Ooh, I found something. Great. Luckily, I did not miss this. Frozen Shackle. Frozen Burst when critically hits.
You see what I see?
That's neato. I'll take that. Not sure if I'm gonna use it. Let's turn on the fast mode so we can get up here in a hurry. Also, gotta make sure to loot this down here. Probably this crate or that crate. Now, where was... There it is. I wonder what's gonna be in here. Is there a, I mean, we're standing right on it. We're blocking it. So I guess we'll just go in blind. Kalea and Kallian. Don't mind me just looting your belongings. You want to talk to my brother? Sure. I mean, your brother isn't very talkative either. I have a feeling we're gonna come back to you guys. There's probably gonna be a quest or something later on to go talk to those guys. Now, next up. The Forge?
Spotted something.
Yes, you did! Very nice. Also, what's this? There's an old wall in your house. Raven Shawl. Plus 10 subterfuge. Neato. Light leather gloves. Is that an upgrade? Ooh, yes it is. Not for you. Sorta not for you! I mean... I might get it for you. Just put those on. You can make do. I need you to be a bit more tanky. That house totally was in the Forge. The Forge must be this place right here. Yeah, this looks better. Also, Biotis, are you a weapons merchant? Welcome, friend. I would like to check out your stock. A forge-bound hammer. Apprentice armor. Ooh, Sigil of Fire. Sigil of Volcanic Weapon. I mean, it's kind of cheap. I'll buy that. Thank you. What's going on here? Can I be a magistrate? Fatebinder, a moment of your time. A travesty of the highest order have been leveled upon me, and I beseech you to rectify this atrocity. Travesty? Besiege? Atrocity? Once with the southern rising station, Cressina, are you trying to impress the Fatebinder? You're a glorified slave. You haul iron, you stoke the fires in the forge, you clean up after the real forge bound. No one cares about you, so don't bother the Fatebinder with your meaningless problems. Like you're any better. A mere soldier with no authority and no control. You'll do what you're told, and that's all you can do. You're as much a slave as I am, but at least I am able to leave if I want. My slavery leads to enormous power, and my problems aren't meaningless. Anyone can ask the Fatebinder to adjudicate their problems. You're just afraid you're going to be found at fault. What's the issue? He killed out of the way. She was the best hauler we had and was properly broken in, finally. She did what she was told and was the strongest beast I've ever seen. That animal was dangerous. If I hadn't done what I did, who knows what would have happened. I'm an enforcer of the Archon of Justice. Once invoked, my ruling is final. Are you sure this is what you want? Of course. Your decision is law. Good. Alright, tell me what happened to Out of the Way. Out of the Way and I were taking a load of weapon, or iron, from the storehouse to the forge. I forget the manifest from the housemaster, so I told Out of the Way to wait for me while I went back to get it. When I came back out, there was shouting and I knew something was wrong. I ran back to where I'd left Out of the Way, and I could hear someone taunting her, calling her a mindless animal and other terrible things. Then I heard shouting and screaming. When I rounded the corner, Vitus was running her through. Really, Christina? Don't you think you're leaving a little out of the story? I mean, you can fill me in. Gladly. And I'll make sure you get the whole story. My turn. Now, I'm not denying that what Christina said, but she left off a critical piece of information. I was making my usual round, ensuring like all dedicated disfavored do, that peace is kept under my eye. I had just finished the pass, and was about to head back to the hall, when I heard a commotion. Shouting, growling, something falling over and then screaming. When everyone came into view, I saw Out of the Way standing over someone with her claws raised, and the rest of the onlookers cowering away from her. I shouted at her to stop, and she turned to look at me with an insane look in her eye. She turned back and went to swing, so I rushed her and did what I had to do. I put down a crazed animal who's a danger to everyone in town. I feel no remorse for the action. I do not deny doing it, and I would do it again if it meant keeping Lethian's crossing safe. You say Out of the Way was provoked? Yes, the people of Lethian's crossing can be ruthless. She was just an animal, but she wasn't their property. If a townsperson was attacked, why aren't they here to present their testimony? Well, not as eager to tell the gory details, are you? There isn't a townsperson, at least not anymore. I wasn't fast enough to respond to the disturbance. Out of the Way had already killed and gutted him by the time I arrived. Of course, I didn't know he was already dead when I ran her through, but that wouldn't have changed anything. She was crazed and I did what I had to do to keep her from hurting anyone else. I could have stopped her. She always listened to me most of the time. You killed my best beast of burden, so you're basically just worried that I inconvenience you? What are you looking for as recompense? He wants him to pay up. So by your own admission, you didn't see what happened until it was over. He's got you there, Cressina. Let's see how you try to talk your way out of this one. I already told you I heard people calling her a mindless animal and other horrible epithets. I didn't need to see the action to know what was happening. Not good enough. I agree. If I decide in Vitus's favor, what do you want? Nothing! Just for Cressina to leave him alone. Alright. I am ready to make my decision. Any final words? He destroyed my property and has cost me my income. You don't call people property. You know, she was a beastman. It was a danger to the town and I took care of it. I'm not gonna ask for bribes. That is not very Tunon-like. I mean, I could go both ways. But I'm gonna side with Vitus. Vitus is in the right. Out of the Way may have been provoked, but Vitus did what was needed to protect the town. So sanity is the order of the day. That's good to hear, Fatebinder. Now if we are done here, I have work to do. So do I. And how am I going to get it done? Whatever. I don't know why I thought I would get a fair hearing. I'm out of here. I have a new beastman to buy. I mean, isn't slavery... I mean, no it's not. We've heard a lot about slavery from especially the chorus. Now, let's check out the forge. That is one of my first proclamations when I become Overlord. Disallow slavery. Master, the Fatebinder's here! Zedenia turns and approaches you, her lithe body moving fluidly as she walks. She stops before you, her stance solid and sure, but you can see she is standing lightly on her feet, ready to move if necessary. She never takes her eyes off of you, but you know she is acutely aware of her surroundings. Fatebinder, may the fires of your forge never cool. I had hoped our paths would cross. Word has reached my ears of your hand in removing the Edict of Storm from the Sentinel Steep Camp, or Stand Keep. Reading can be hard when you have a cold. That was no small feat. I would have asked how you did it, but I'm sure you have more important things to talk about. In my years leading the Forge Bound, I have never heard of a Fatebinder accomplishing something of such significance. It is an honor to meet someone of such distinguished deeds. What can the Server of the Flame do for you? What are you doing in Lethian's Crossing? An odd question, Fatebinder. When you showed up in the Forge, I thought you had been sent to check up on me. As my mission came directly from Tunon, shouldn't you already know? I was tasked with creating an artifact to protect the Forge Bound from the Bane. We have been delayed too often and lost too many of our own, so it was decreed that something must be done. I created the Mage Bane Helm to keep the Bane at bay. Once the helm is in place, its magic will keep the Bane locked away inside the old walls. I want your helm! Can I get the helm? Our goals are the same. I was sent to ensure the Forgebound can continue making weapons for the disfavored. And you were in luck. Once the helmet has been placed, the interruptions caused by the Bane will be no more, and the Forgebound can truly return to their work. Why did you create the helm? The Forgebound are crafters of weapons and armor, Fatebinder, not statues and baubles. I make what I know. It is also portable and can be moved easily or used in battle should its protection be needed elsewhere in the future. Alright. So why were you asked to do it and not any Forgebound? She is a lot better. A masterpiece, so they asked the master. Cool. So how did you become master of the Forgebound? She's very good at what she does. Why do the Forgebound stay here if the Bane is such a threat? This forge is in the shadow of the old walls, in an area rich with iron. Ample supply of raw materials and the influence of ancient magics. Alright. I was sent to ensure all is well with the Forgebound. Everything seems in order, so I'll take my leave. I have a feeling you're gonna object. As you wish, Fatebinder. I was just on the way to place the helmet. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like you to join us. The settlers have created a spot on the 3rd tier. I will meet you there. Okay, so that's up by the waterfall, probably, when we check that out. Can you guys walk a bit faster? Oh! An outsider never arrives alone. At least that's what my mother always said. Seems she knew what she was talking about. I'm Eldian. Welcome to Lethian's Crossing. Well, if it isn't Tunon's Fatebinder, welcome back to the Crossing. Haven't seen you around here since you put the disfavored in charge of everything. Must say, my memory seems to be failing. Something I never thought I'd say. The way people talk about how you came through and drove the Brotherhood out of town, you should be 10 feet tall and shoot lightning out of your eyes. I seem to remember you being a little more human. Can't always tell the contents of a pie from its crust though, can you? Thankfully, the disfavored hasn't been too bad. At least you didn't choose the Scarlet Chorus to be our overlords. But enough of my prattling. You didn't come here for a history lesson, or to get my opinion on your grandeur. I mean, you can keep complimenting me, that's fine. What can this old fool do for you? Any questions? Can I give you or see anything? Anything I want to do? Can you tell me about the spire? No. Not a lot. How did you seal the door? I have a keystone. Can you let me in? I'm afraid that's a risk I'm not willing to take. Aww. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need directions. The river's name Portuscore flows down the middle of the thing. The waterfalls are Sunrise and Moonrise. The west waterfall is Sunrise. Sure. Different levels of Lethian's Crossing don't have names, but most people refer to them as the tiers. I have other questions. No, I don't. I'll be on my way. We're gonna meet with him and Zedenia back at the placing of the helmet, but I still wanna explore the rest of Lethian's Crossing. And I'm hoping one of you guys can make something for me.
Ah, got it.
As well as allow me to loot your place. Ooh, hello. Forge-bound hammer. Exquisite quality.
Let's be off.
It's a one-hander. Might be an upgrade for Barrack. Let's check it out. Barrack. I mean, you are using Dauntless. Kinda hard to get better than that. Maybe I should give that to, like, our friend Verse. Have her be like a mace, a dual wielder. That was my thing back in World of Warcraft. I was a mace rogue. That was my thing. Let's talk to Atlantis. Back when, if you played Vanilla WoW, the Empyrean Demolisher dropped from Lord Kazakh. That was amazing. It had a haste proc, so you became super DPS with that for a while. For anything you want. Forgive me, Fatebinder. Lohara instructed me to reward you for your aid during the conquests. The conscripted beastmen helped us forge countless iron materials, and in return, I'm to show you the location of supply cache. Cool. Do you have a problem, though? Yes, but these are forge-bound matters. Alright then, what do you do here? Upkeep, mostly. What about you? Do you kill with your left hand or your right? I mean, if it was me, I'd have like a shield in my left and a sword in my right. Normally, I can tell at a glance, but you are a little harder to read. Right. Noted. I'm Lohara, Master of Tempering and Forge Master of Lethian's Crossing. My task is to see the hours left in the day, but there's no harm in pausing my work if it means speaking with a Fatebinder. I must say, denying both the Disfavored and the Scarlet Chorus of extra weapons was pretty brave of you. When did I do that? In the conquests. I expect the Chorus to offer a bribe, but the Disfavored... Oh yeah, I remember that. They tried to bribe me, but I was like, because you tried to bribe me, none of you get it. Tunon's laws must be followed. Why do you want to know if I kill with my right hand or left? A gauntlet? Do you want to make me a gauntlet? Can you make me a gauntlet? Can? Most certainly. Well, Kyros invented Qs for a reason. So you have a lot of stuff to do. I did not realize the request was so thoughtless. My apologies. I get unreasonable demands every day, but it's not the volume, it's the purpose. I do resent that Kyros' demands reduce our work to mere quotas. I should be allowed to customize my work for every soldier. Only apprentices have anything to learn from making the same size helmet all over and over again. Forget I asked. That I will. You look weary, are you okay? Ecstatic. The ritual of the forge links heart to hammer. My blood beats only when I strike my ingots. My forge runs too hot if my breath becomes too hurried. The bond is both fatiguing and exhilarating. Is that how you excel at your craft? Well, that in practice. But yes, the rituals link the senses to the materials, and the body to the tools. Couldn't that kill you? I should hope so! I mean, it's a good death for a forge bound, I guess. But I'm gotta get out of here. Forge Explorer, let's see what else we can find. There should be his house over here, the dude. Oh, I didn't check up there, did I? No. Do you have any Moonrise districts? Wait, is this gonna be like a completely different map? No, nope. Just a little hovel. Ooh. An iron dagger. Ooh. A short bow, exquisite quality. I should probably get it in there. Y'all got anything to say? No. I mean, I guess this is like points of interest for the whole map, because the waterfalls and such. So this is the Moonlight District, and we got the other district over here, Sunrise District. Alright. Anything hidden over here? I mean, I've already checked there. Let's check out the last, possibly, house. Phaedra and Dea. I'll be with you in a second, just looting your precious belongings. That's keeping you out of poverty. Words. Poverty. Welcome to Lethian's Crossing, Wanderer. My name is Phaedra, and this is my beautiful wife, Dea. What brings you to town? Is there anything I can help you with? What can you tell me about Lethian's Crossing? Lived there most of my life. I don't trust you guys for a second. You haven't always lived here. Several years before Kyros' invasion, I moved away. And then she came back. Alrighty then. So you're Lethian's granddaughter. I'm just going through these in a hurry. What do you feel about the disfavored? Don't have an issue with him. Alright. We might come back to you later on. Dea, you got anything? No? Ooh, hello. Thank you. Hope you weren't guarding that. Guess it's mine now. All got anything cool down here?
I am out of practice, but I'll try.
Beastman. Ooh. Broken hilts. Yes, I would like to get a Spire Forge upgrade soon. What do we have, actually? We have a library and the mysterious device. So next one, I want to get a Forge. Because we picked up a lot of schematics for like legendary items and such. That seems like a good way to go. Merchant's Boots. Helena! What you got? Ooh, you got some good armors. Nobleman's Hat. Ooh, what's this? Of Warriors, plus 10 athletics.
Larcenous deed for the day is now complete.
Vintara, have I talked to you before? I don't think so. You're the disfavored commander, aren't you? Good day to you, Fatebinder. My name is Vintara. Welcome to Lethian's Crossing. Commander, it's been a while since I took leave at the crossing. Glad to see you have everything in order. Beric, I haven't seen you since the March on Stalwart. It seems you've done well for yourself since then. What happened to you out there? I picked up some extra baggage along the way, nothing I can't handle. Well, you look a mess. First chance you get, I want to see you in proper uniform, understood? Also, you smell like poop. You made some tough calls the last time you were here. None of us were happy when you put forge-bound iron in the hands of Chorus soldiers. But the sight of you publicly flogging their commander after she tried to bribe you raised our morale for several span. More than a fair trade. What can I help you with? Can you give me information about what's happening here? If anything. Our current orders are to garrison Lethian's Crossing. We are to secure the safety of the Forgebound, the sanctity of Kyros' law, and the well-being of the settlers. And we're dealing with a gang of Free City's mercenaries we need to club back to setting sun. Well, that's not the official order, but you get the idea. There is a small matter of a thief in town, but I will not bother you with such trifles right now. I'm sure my soldiers can handle it. Travel well. So, judging from, it's probably going to be either Fader or Delia, or the people in the other house over here. Probably. Those are the thieves. Oh, there's one more house. Let's check up here first, though. There might be more hidden secrets. No? Can I talk to you? No. Is this the last house? Might be the last house. Oh, looks like some sort of, boarding house? Wait. Sirin? We've heard about her! She's one of the, Oracons for the Scarlet Chorus. She has, like, a siren song. A young woman stands here, surrounded by a group of villagers. She speaks to them in soft, dulcet tones, holding them hypnotized with her hand motions. She wears an ornate headdress that surrounds her face. Its forehead inset with an enormous red gem. The headdress flashes as she speaks, and you are unable to tell if it's a trick of the light or the gem in it is actually glowing. She's swept up in her oration and seems completely unaware you've arrived. It takes a few moments before you realize she was also in the Scarlet Chorus camp in Vendrian's Well. Was she? Did we talk to her there? Maybe. She opens her eyes and looks at you over the heads of the people gathered before her. I mean, I'm kinda closer than their heads, but sure.
Look, Father has returned. Have I gotten out of line? Have you come to punish me? Am I a bad girl? Or do you just want to use my power?
Her face takes on a mock-serious demeanor as she speaks, and with her words, you hear the sound of a breeze rustling through the forest. It's at the same time calming and distressing. The girl smiles.
Do you remember me, Fatebinder? Now don't disappoint me. We worked together at the Vellum Citadel. You used my voice to subdue those naughty sages who tried to escape.
Did I know? She used the power to enthrall sages. When the mages started to spout off forbidden knowledge to the force of Kyros, you had them silenced with iron muzzles. Sure, I remember now. She steps forward, the crowd parting before her. They turn and eye you confrontationally, some of them interposing themselves between you and the girl. She looks at them and rolls her eyes. When she does, the sound of the approaching storm fades. Does it look like he's here to hurt me?
Not that I mind them trying to protect me, even if they don't really mean it. I suppose you're here to tell me I can't gather another flock? If some people want to worship me, is that really such a bad thing? Is Kyros so insecure to worry about a little competition? Look at me! Do you think I seem dangerous? What harm can a 15-year-old girl cause? I'm only a child!
I mean, here's a sweeping statement for you. 15-year-old girls, psychopaths. All of them. All of them! Just gotta say it.
I'd say it's annoying, but don't you think it's kind of flattering to have everyone wanting me so desperately? Kyros, the voices of Nerat, Tunon, you?
What are you suggesting?
Never mind. I'm just feeling a little paranoid. Past guardians have shown themselves to be a little more interested in me than entirely necessary. But now to a more important matter. There is something you can do to assist me.
Her mouth opens in a perfect O shape, and the sound that pours out is captivating, entrancing. It dampens the ambient bustle of the hall until it seems that nothing exists but her voice.
Remove my helmet.
What are you trying to do to me?
Really? Nothing at all? What a disappointment. Not to mention a colossal waste of effort on my part. Probably spreading myself too thin trying to keep them all under my thrall. I hoped you would assist me in a delicate matter, but it appears you're no use to me at all. Keeping up the act can be a bit tiring at times. I've been the Songbird for so long, I've forgotten how to be anything else.
Perhaps I can help you. Come with me. Someone with your power could use some help directing it.
Why on earth would you want that? I can't imagine you're doing it out of the goodness of your heart. Oh, Tunon must have had a hand in this. Or Narat. Maybe I'd rather stay here where people won't insist on ordering me around all the time. Although, you did activate one of the spires, so your power is something I could learn from, and you are right. Certainly not going to make any significant advances staying here with a bunch of nobodies worshipping me. Watching you in action could give me the edge I need to unlock a spire of my own. Fine. I will allow you the glorious gift of my presence in your party.
I mean, I don't trust you, lady, and these spires are mine, but it might be good to have you around. Come on.
Well then, let's go. If you're gonna teach me the wonders of the world, it's not gonna happen here.
Let's get rid of Lantry for a bit. See
I will
how we
return
can
to our
deal
holdfast
without
at
him.
once.
Yeah. And I'm guessing Sirin is gonna use her, like, voice powers for, like, debuffs and buffs. Yeah. Let's see how she does. Now, how do you work? Oh, you're like the chanter in Pillars of Eternity, is what I'm getting here. So you gotta do, like, her base abilities, and then you charge up better abilities? Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Now, are we done exploring Lethian's Crossing? I think we actually might be. Yes. This bridge takes us back here. So we gotta go up to here to place the helmets or watch the ceremony. And then we're probably gonna be able to get into the old walls and get the spire. Yes. However, that is gonna be a tale for another day. Hit that thumbs up, leave a comment below, and share the videos around. Subscribe if you haven't already, it really helps out. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys next time.